The Neewer CB100C is a bright 130 watt RGB LED video light, and it has a Bowens mount, and it also has a really nice light stand adapter too. What's really cool about this light is that the power supply is actually built into the back of this, and it gives you full RGB control, and you can even adjust the color temperature all the way from 2700 Kelvin all the way up to 6500 Kelvin. And we're using it as our main key light right now. I'm also using it with a lantern modifier, and it just does a great job at filling the room with either white light or colored light. Now, it is important to note that this is an RGB light. It's not a bicolor light. So this means that you can do any color you want with it, and you can even adjust the magenta and green tint of it as well. So if you find that your footage looks a little bit too green, you can shift it to magenta just by using the controls on the back of the light. And Neewer also gives you the ability to adjust the light using their app. You can do several different effects, change the color, change the brightness, set up different groups of lights, scenes for the lights. So there's a ton of versatility that's built into the CB100C. My favorite thing about this light is you can use it to add a ton of color to a large area because it is so bright at the 130 watts. So I've been using it a lot as a background light or a hair light for my videos, just to give a little bit of extra pop and sizzle to the videos I've been shooting. Neewer did send me this light for purposes of making this video, but all the thoughts and content in this video are my own, and they have not given me anything to say, and they're not even watching this video till you guys do. They give you all the buttons that you need to control it with on the back of the light, and the power supply is even built in as well. So all you have to worry about is just plugging in the included power cable to the back of the light. There's no external power brick that you have to hang from it or mount anywhere as well. And they do give you a decent length IEC power cable, so it's going to be universal with any standard IEC cable. You also get the light, and you get a hyper reflector in the box too. So after using this for several videos, I didn't notice any issues with fan noise in it. There are built-in fans. As you turn up the brightness, the fan is going to get louder, but I found it to be quiet even at the higher brightness settings. The CB100C also has a CRI of about 97, which is pretty good, especially for an RGB light. I didn't really have any issues with feeling like the whites were off, even though it doesn't have that white LED built in. With past RGB lights I've used, the white color temperatures definitely looked off. But with this one, I feel like it looks just fine. This light comes in at about $250 normally, which I think is a pretty good price for a big, powerful light like this, especially one that offers app control and full color temperature and RGB adjustment as well. I think my biggest complaint is that for the price, they probably should have given a case as well, because that is quite a bit to spend to not get a case with the light. I've been using the light with some C stands and rolling stands, and I didn't have any issues with it wanting to make the stand tip over, but I would definitely recommend, if you're going to use this with a modifier, invest in a nice high quality light stand or a C stand, because it is lightweight, but it's a big light, and by the time you add a modifier on it, you can definitely run into tipping over the light stand. So you're going to want a heavy light stand or even some sandbags for it as well whenever you go to buy this light. Overall, I love the CB100C. It lets you get creative with adding different colors into your videos. It's great for use as a hair light, a background light, or even as a key light like we're using it for right now. If you have any other questions about this light, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. And if you want to buy the Neewer CB100C or any of the gear we talked about in this video, I have links in the description down below.